George Jones, welcome to Australia.
Well, bless your heart. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to coming there one of these days. They tell me it's quite American-like there, and I'm just anxious to meet a lot of the people.
George Jones, it's a pleasure to be talking with you, and we do appreciate your time as you talk to us around Australia on Saturday Night Country, and we're very excited about your latest album. It's a duet album, the Bradley Barnes Sessions. About this time last year, or perhaps a little bit into the middle of the year, you started to record the tracks, didn't you?
Yeah, it was just about around this same time when we had all the ice in the trees, breaking trees down and everywhere, and snow had already been piled up. And it's about 30 miles or so out of town, 30 or 40 miles out of town at Mount Juliet, Tennessee, where the barn is located. It's an old historical barn and owned by Owen Bradley. Mr. Bradley was the first man that, or one of the first, that started recording studios here in Nashville, and that's kind of where Patsy Cline and so many of the older acts, recorded there, and we just thought it would be, it might make history again just to go back in there and have a unplugged type of album and just sit around in the one big room and just record when we wanted to and sit and talk when we wanted to, or go eat or whatever, and just be a relaxed feeling,
Did you get any sort of atmosphere from those walls? They say that these walls carry those sounds over the years. Did you feel that coming to you?
I sure did. I don't know why we did. We got a lot of bigger songs that we'd had, for singles that we could have recorded. But I let the artists, since they were so nice to come out there and all this bad weather we were having back then, and drive out there and devote all their time, to do this album with me. I told them that I would like for them to pick whatever song that they felt like they'd like to do with me of my old songs. And so actually they're the ones that picked these songs for this album.
Are some of the choices surprising, or were they surprising to you?
I'm sorry?
Were some of the choices of the songs...
They sure were. In fact, Keith Richards, I did one with him with the Rolling Stones. And he had one that he came up with that he wanted to do with me called I'm Gonna Burn Your Playhouse Down. And I couldn't remember that song. And he found it on an old album tape of mine. And when he came in, we did that song, and I remembered it then, after I heard it on the tape, and we did two songs together. We did that one and Say It's Not You, the one that's on the album.
So what's going to happen to Burn Your Playhouse Down? Is that going to come out sometime?
Well, I'm hoping it does. I was hoping they could get it on there, because it really was a cute thing that we did together, and hopefully we can put something together like this again, Maybe a volume 2 or something.
I hope so, George Jones. We're Saturday Night Country. We're talking to George Jones about this fine album, the Bradley Barnes Sessions. George, are you aware, or were you aware, that these people who were singing with you class you as their ultimate hero in their business?
Well, it was. I felt very honored for them, at my age and everything, just to know that they would all love to come in and do this thing with me. And it was amazing, to me that they would take all this time out and devote their time to do this album with me. And I thank them very much. They're great kids, I'll tell you.
Well, I was speaking to Marty Stewart, and he mentioned you as his hero, and he features not only on the first track, A One Woman Man, which is a classic song of yours, but features on most of the tracks playing the mandolin.
Right. Are you talking about Marty?
Yeah, Marty, yeah.
Yeah, Marty Stewart. Yeah, he's a great kid. I'll tell you what, he was right there, and he picked on all of my sessions, and so did Ricky Skaggs. And Vince Gill was there on several of the sessions, and also sung Love Bug with me. And Alan Jackson, of course, did the one we did the video on, Good Year for the Roses. And they were all just wonderful people, and we worked together all the time, so they look at me like the old man, the dad or something. They make me feel a little old, but I tell you, when we get to singing together, they make me feel young again.
Well, George, it is great to be talking with you, and we do appreciate. I mean, you don't often do phone interviews, do you?
Very seldom, very seldom. But I'll tell you what, when they mentioned Australia, I said I'm raring to go. I want to talk to those people there, and say hi to them and thank them for liking country music and especially liking the old possum. And like I said earlier in our interview a while ago, I'd love to come to Australia, and we've had some work makings in the makings, you know. Some talk going on about maybe coming there for a little tour, and we're looking forward to it, and I just hope it's not too long off.
All right, George, I just want to carry on with a little bit of this album here. Tammy's on the album, does your classic Golden Ring. Now, there's a rumour that came to me yesterday that you may do some more duets with Tammy Wynette. Is that true?
We have just finished the tracks on a new album with Tammy, and we haven't recorded together for right at about 20 years. And we thought this would be a great idea to get back in the studio with Tammy and do an album and maybe do a 20-30 days on the road, you know, of concerts. And so we got all this in the making and the works right now, and it's going to come about. And we've got all the sides down already for the album, which is all brand new material. It's none of the old stuff. It's all brand new material, and we're very happy and pleased with it so far.
Exciting times for George Jones, and we're looking forward to that, George, very, very quickly. Your heroes, of course, Hank Williams and Lefty Frizzell, all those years ago, and it was after a while that you finally developed your own style. How hard was it to leave those heroes behind and trying to copy them and to develop that individual style that you have?
Well, it took a while. It took a while. If you listen to a lot of the old first things that came out, boy, I'll tell you, they were terrible, and they were mainly terrible because I was trying to sing like them instead of myself. But if you'll notice, even today, I still have a lot of why'd you cut me off?
Hey, George, I didn't cut you off, mate. I think it's the snow that's happening.
Somebody cut me off there in Australia.
George, you have no enemies here. You know that.
All right, you wait till I get there.
I just can't wait. George, we'll wrap this up nice and quickly because I know you're really busy. I've forgotten where we were, but I'd love you just to tell me, we know about Hank Williams and Lefty Frizzell as being your heroes through the years. Of the current crop of new artists, who do you most admire?
I tell you what, I admire so many of them. They're all fine girls and boys, and they're doing a great job. And Alan Jackson, I like the more traditional sounds. You know that, because I've always been traditional, the pure country, you know. And I like Mark Chestnut and Alan Jackson and Vince Gill, of course. I love his work. And Marty Stewart, of course, you know, and Ricky Skaggs. So many of them that are keeping a lot of the traditional country, and then a lot of them are most of them though are into this new hot young country stuff, you know, the upbeat, you know. They got all this dance craze thing going on, and you know, for the young fans, and which is a good thing for them, but I hate to see them cut out the heart and soul of country music, because that's what country music is all about.
Well, I think you touched it there on the head when you called it a dance craze going on, and that's about the best description I've heard for a while. It certainly seems like that.
Yes, it does.
George Jones, we'll let you go, and we appreciate you talking with Australia. I know you're dying to come here. We're going to move whatever we can to make sure you get here. And George Jones, thanks for talking with us around Australia on Saturday Night Country.
Well, thank you, John. We certainly enjoyed it, and I'd just like to say hi one more time to everybody there. And we appreciate them and looking forward to coming.
George, one thing, can I just get you to do a liner for the program so we can play to promote your album?
Sure.
Okay, my name's John Nutting.
John?
Nutting, Nutting.
Nutting, yeah.
Yes,
Nutting.
strange
Right.
name.
Yeah.
There might be a whole host of us in the big thicket somewhere. And the program's called Saturday Night Country.
Saturday Night Country.
Yeah.
All right.
In your own time, the tape's rolling.
Hello, everybody in Australia. This is George Jones, and you're tuned right now to my good friend John Nutting on Saturday Night Country. Y'all stay tuned because he's going to play some good country music.
George, thank you very much for that.
Thank you, John. I've certainly enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you as soon as possible.
You take care now.
All righty.
Bye-bye.